Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about some of the video games that I have played on Steam. You know, Steam is a platform that you can download on either your Windows or your Mac in order to buy and play video games. Any video games, there are so many video games on Steam, you have to check it out. I'm going to talk about the games that I have asked refunds for because I thought they weren't really good at all. So I'm going to start with my first refund, which was Transport Fever 2. I really love in general simulation games and transport based games. I mean, this one is not really the tea because you cannot really understand shit about the game when you start. It really takes a long time to load, which I think it's really weird because the game is not really in 4K or something. It's really basic game, so it shouldn't take that long. And then they don't really explain shit to you. You have to watch tutorials, you have to investigate the game basically to understand anything. And after an hour and a half, I was like, you know what, fuck this. Because I was like, this shouldn't happen on a game. You shouldn't have to do research on the game in order to get what's happening. So refund. I mean, I didn't like it. I was like, whatever, no. Then I bought Farming Simulator 19. The 20 version is going to be released in November, I think, or October, something like that. But I bought 19 because I saw someone on YouTube playing that and it seemed really fun. It wasn't fun for me at all because, again, no one explains anything in that game and you have to basically guess. And what's sad in that game that you have to guess is because you have a certain amount of money. So if you don't invest your money correctly, it's going to run out. And if it runs out, well, you don't have any money to keep going. So it's like, just explain to me, like, what machine do I have to use, what crops do I have to plant and where and how. It was so annoying to have to research things. So I was like, you know what, no, again, no. Then I bought Train Sim World because, again, I love transportation games, so I thought maybe this one it's going to be fine. First of all, the game is not really intuitive. It takes a long time to load anything and I felt that it was a little bit too slow for me. Train games tend to be like that, but some have a different kinds of things that you can do, so it makes them fun. But this one, I thought it was a little bit too slow. It wasn't that intuitive. It didn't really say things like fast, and maybe it wasn't because of my computer, I don't know. What I really found to be the thing that made me ask for the refund was that I couldn't believe that there were only 3 lines that you can play on the base game. You have to buy DLCs for every other line. So I was like, okay, a base game should at least have 6 lines, 8 lines, and then 100 DLCs. That's fine. But 3 lines? And really short ones. It's not like they're super long, really short ones. At least each one is different in its own, I think. But that's not enough. I mean, for a game, just 3 lines? Fuck off, basically. Like, I couldn't believe that, and I asked for a refund, like, almost immediately. Like, I was like, I'm not going to do this. Nope. Then I bought Subnautica, and Subnautica has 2 versions. One has released this year, early this year, which is based like on a frozen planet or something. But this one is based on another planet that you have to investigate because you crash land there, and it's an ocean and there's aliens and things. I found this game to be a little bit too repetitive and a little bit too slow. Yes, they don't really explain everything that you have to do, but it's more intuitive than the other game. However, I think that doing the same thing over and over, it's kind of annoying. It gets very annoying very fast, and I was like, okay, do I really want to do this every time that I have to play this game? So I was like, no. And I had another problem, which is that the game didn't load properly every time that I wanted to play. So the screen like appeared, but it went black, and I could hear the game but not see it. So maybe it's my computer or the game, I don't really know what that was, but I was like, this shouldn't happen. I mean, my computer is not from 1970s. It's old, but it's not that old. It's 5 years. Like, get a grip. I have better games with aliens, to be honest, and exploration. So I was like, no, Subnautica, bye. On that same day I bought Star Wars Battlefront, the Ultimate Edition, the first Battlefront, and I almost returned it immediately. I played for like an hour, and I have to say the game is really well designed, it's really beautiful, it looks amazing. However, I hate when games are only based on online or multiplayer style of gaming. Like every game should have a solo player storyline, if you will, and a story, an actual story, like something that happened. I don't care where in the Star Wars universe you want to base that on, just have a story, a 2-hour story. I don't care if it's not long, but have a story. But this one doesn't have any story, it just have like battles and things that you can do on various times in the Star Wars, lore, but that's it. And yes, it's gorgeous, but I don't pay for a game because it's gorgeous. I pay for a game because there's a story, there's something engaging that I can do, or there's like an open world. It doesn't have that. So I was like, buy Star Wars, because I bought the wrong Star Wars game. This one was not it. And there's another game that I haven't asked a refund for, but I'm not really feeling at the moment because I played like an hour and I didn't like it, and that's Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. I was watching the trilogy again, so I really wanted to play a Middle-earth game, and I bought this one because it was the cheaper one, and I was like, okay, it's not intuitive. Again, the way you battle people, it's kind of weird, and you win like points and like cards or something like that. It's kind of odd, to be honest, and I don't know if I want to play a game like that. Like, it's not really my style of gaming, so maybe I'm going to try to play a little bit more to see if I like it, but refund pending, let's say. I don't really know if I'm going to play it. And another one that was free actually, but I wouldn't really buy because I realized that it's not my kind of game, is Life is Strange number 2. I played number 1, I thought it was a really good way to do a game, a new, not new, but a different way to play a game where you can choose your own destiny basically, and that was fine, but it was traumatic at some points. Life is Strange 2 gets traumatic in 2 seconds. You cannot really, not glamorize, but overuse those things too much, because then it makes it meaningless. Immigration, they kill a parent, they kill this, they kill that. Like, come on. I mean, you cannot kill 4 people on your first 5 minutes. I mean, it's too much, and you cannot make people suffer just because they have to suffer. I think it's a little bit over the top, and I was considering playing that game, the rest of the game. I mean, I'm not going because it's too traumatic. I don't want that in a game. I don't want to be like scarred for life. I mean, it's a bit too much. This one wasn't my cup of tea, to be honest, and those are the games that I have asked refunds for, or maybe I'm going to ask refunds for, but maybe you like them. Please comment down below if you have played these games. What games do you like? What games you have played and really didn't like? And I may do a video about the games that I really love. Thank you so much. Please, again, comment down below whatever you think. Like this video, share on social media, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Goodbye.